Hello, and welcome back to another video in my ski resort review series. In today's review, I'll be reviewing Smugglers Notch, which is located in Cambridge, Vermont. In this video, I will be ranking Smugglers Notch in 7 different categories on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the absolute worst, and 10 being the absolute best. Then, at the end of the video, I will give Smugglers Notch an overall score. The overall score is not an average of the other scores, but rather just what I think of the ski area overall. The first category I'll be ranking Smugglers Notch on is its location. Smugglers Notch is located in northern Vermont, just east of Burlington and north of Montpelier. The ski area is also located just outside the small village of Jeffersonville. In the wintertime, the ski area is located about an hour off of Interstate 89. The ski area is also located directly on Vermont Route 108. The ski area is a pretty easy drive, though it can be quite a long one, and there's not too much else around in the area. So for location, I would give Smugglers Notch a 4 out of 10. The second category I'll be ranking Smugglers Notch on is its reliability. Smugglers Notch's season typically runs from late November to mid-April. This is a pretty average season length for a ski area located in Vermont. Their snowmaking also isn't the best, but isn't quite the worst. They definitely rely more on natural snow than a lot of other ski areas in the general area. So for reliability, I would give Smugglers Notch a 3 out of 10. The third category I'll be ranking Smugglers Notch on is its lodging. Smugglers Notch has a large variety of condos located in the main village area. They have condos of all different sizes, many of which are ski-in, ski-out condos. Smugglers Notch is also relatively affordable compared to other ski areas in the area. The only thing Smugglers Notch is missing is an extremely luxurious option. If you're looking to stay at a more luxurious lodging establishment, then Smugglers Notch might not be the best fit for you. So for lodging, I'll give Smugglers Notch an 8 out of 10. The fourth category I'll be ranking Smugglers Notch on is its food. The lodge food is pretty hit or miss. Out of the 2 days we were there, we got lunch at the lodge once. The fries were a bit bland, but the burger was pretty good. As far as restaurants go, there are a few restaurants at the base area, including a grill that serves standard American fare, which I found to be alright. Then there are a few restaurants located just outside the resort, including the Brewster River Pub, which we ate at when we visited the ski area, and I found it to be quite a good restaurant. If you're planning to make your own meals while at the resort, there is a small store located in the village which sells some basic food items. So for food, I would give Smugglers Notch a 5 out of 10. The next category I would rank Smugglers Notch on is the lodge. Though the only time I visited Smugglers Notch was during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, so unfortunately I didn't really use the lodge that much. So instead, I will just move on to the next category. The next category I'll be ranking Smugglers Notch on is its terrain. And the terrain is definitely the best part about Smugglers Notch. Smugglers Notch has plenty of terrain for skiers and riders of all ability levels. The ski resort is comprised of 3 separate peaks. Morse Mountain has a wide variety of mostly beginner trails, including Garden Path, and the resort's main village is also located at the bottom of the mountain. Meanwhile, the 2 upper mountains, Madonna Peak and Sterling Peak, are home to a wide variety of both intermediate and advanced trails. Some of the best intermediate trails at Smugglers Notch include Chilkoot, which is just a gorgeous groomer, and Rum Runner. The ski area is also home to some of the most difficult trails in New England, such as Black Hole and Lift Line. One great thing about Smugglers Notch is they don't have many wide-open, straight-shot down-the-mountain trails. Most of their trails are nice, winding, classic New England-style trails. Smugglers Notch has great groomers, moguls, and glades. If you can name it, Smugglers Notch has it. So for terrain, I'm going to give Smugglers Notch a perfect score of 10 out of 10. The next category I'll be ranking Smugglers Notch on is its lift system. Smugglers Notch's lift system is comprised almost nearly of slow, fixed-gripped double chairlifts, but they do also have a T-bar on Sterling Mountain. Though they are all slow chairlifts, the chairlifts on the upper mountains run extremely fast for fixed-grip chairlifts. Though they don't have any detachable chairlifts, some just say that adds to the charm. The lift layout is very good though, and it makes it extremely easy to access all of the terrain at the ski area. So for lifts, I would give Smugglers Notch a 3 out of 10. Now, it is time for me to give Smugglers Notch an overall score. And remember, the overall score is not an average of the other categories, but just what I personally think of the resort overall. And overall, I would give Smugglers Notch a 9 out of 10. The ski area is amazing, but I just couldn't quite give it a 10. The terrain is absolutely amazing, and there's lots of it. Some of the infrastructure at the ski resort is kind of outdated, and there isn't much in the surrounding area, though sometimes that just adds to the charm for me. Smugglers Notch is a great ski area for families and also for those looking for a throwback vibe, but also looking for a resort that isn't totally bare bones. I would not recommend going to Smugglers Notch, however, if you're looking for high-speed lifts or luxury lodging and dining. Thank you for watching my review of Smugglers Notch. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe for more reviews. And if you're planning a trip to Smugglers Notch, I also highly suggest you go check out some of my lift and trail videos from back in January of 2021. You can also check out my lift and trail videos from other resorts across the Northeastern United States, and my reviews from other ski resorts. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great ski season.